All right. Ahoy there. This is Ocarina's Drew, and today I'm going to be verifying and studying / reacting to AzHarcos's latest Talkatoo % world record. So yeah, I run this category myself. I've been running it for over a year at this point. I would definitely consider it my main category. So anytime somebody like AzHarcos comes in and smashes the world record like this, I like to study it and see what I can learn from it. And I'm also a verifier, meaning I'm authorized to verify runs for legitimacy before they go up on the leaderboard. So I figure, let's kill two birds with one stone. I'll verify the latest world record, and I will also see what we can learn from it. And hopefully this is also a learning experience for you guys, the viewers, whoever's watching this, on how you can study Talkatoo % to improve your own play. So actually, I'm gonna go back real quick. I just wanna, okay, he's got 0 coins. This is part of the verification stuff. I'm probably gonna edit this down because I don't think we need to see every little second of gameplay, especially like Cap Cascade aren't super important to the Talkatoo run. Cloud Kingdom, Night Metro, we can probably edit those out. I'm more concerned with the Talkatoo gameplay. Okay, 15 coins going in, 15 coins coming out, yep. So that's, as a verifier, I'm making sure he has the same coin count going in and out of loading zones, just detecting obvious splices. And wow, he is hauling ass over here. He's a speedy boy. Oh, okay. A little bit of a hiccup on topper here, but still much faster than I usually do it. So curious to see what he leaves here with. Talkatoo %, if you can save time in Cap Cascade, Night Metro, you know, all the non-random kingdoms like Bowser's Moon, any time save that you don't need Talkatoo's permission for is like extra valuable time save, in my opinion. Jeez, 220. Wow. That's very fast, in my humble opinion. And then coming up here, we have the first moon. And as a verifier, what I'm looking at here is I want to see the date. See, okay, so 29th of March, 2020. Okay, that's our baseline moon date. All the moons should match that. They should. But in Talkatoo %, you also are probably going to be moving your calendar forward at least 1 or 2 times. So we'll take that into account too. Okay, no DSS. I don't blame him. I don't go for DSS. And I mean, there are times on the leaderboard that are worse than this by minutes that do DSS. I'm thinking Dangers. He has a 138, a low 138, I think, maybe a high 137, and he does DSS. So it just goes to show, like, you don't need to be insane to get world record in this category. I think this category really favors consistency and decision making, good routing and decision making, and of course good RNG. Okay, so he's got 36 coins, 40 coins. Where did those 4 coins come from? Did he grab them here? Yeah, he must have. Yep. Okay. Yep, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And I might be going a little too hard here looking at that, but this is a world record. You know, I gotta be vigilant. I trust Harcos. He's a well-known runner. I trust him not to cheat, but this is a world record, so I'm gonna be looking at it with a little bit more scrutiny than I otherwise would. That said, if you do see splices, they're probably on my end. Like I said, I think I'm going to be editing this down. So, all right, what do we got here? Hidden Chasm Passage. Okay. Chomp through the rocks. Got it. Dinosaur running wild. Okay, so he's going to go for Chomp through the rocks here. Yep. That's just the only logical... I mean, you don't want to go into a sub-area and cascade. Just... all the overworld moons are faster than all the sub-area moons. Even the slowest overworld moon is faster than the fastest sub-area moon here. So... okay, how many points did he have? 41? Okay. I'll skip ahead to sand. He still has 41 coins. I'm happy with that. Desert Guarding Plaza Seed. Nice. Taking notes, jump on the palm. Very good, very good. Sphinx's Treasure Vault. Okay, so now here's what you do when you're studying Talkatoo percent. When the runner gets to Talkatoo and gets his moons, you ask yourself, what would I do? I'm thinking DSTA doesn't kick in. It's 7:07 now. DSTA doesn't kick in for another 50 seconds or so. So I would go out and I would get Jump on the Palm, I think. And then I might go do reverse Jaxie skip and go to Sphinx's Treasure Vault and then come back. And by then the seed will have grown because DSTA will have kicked in at 8 minutes in. And he can get Plaza Seed and then get his 3 more moons. Let's see what he does. It looks like so far, I'm in agreement with Harcos here. I agree with this decision. So. Okay. That was March 29th. Okay, he's going to change the date now. Oh, okay, interesting. He just he sets it. I actually want to go back and see that. He just sets his clock to current time, which is I'm reading it in American. That looks like November 7th to me. July 11th. Okay. So now we should start seeing July 11th on all his moons. Okay, he goes back. Interesting. He's gonna have to wait for the Plaza Seed to grow, though. It's not gonna be grown yet. Oh no, it will be, because he just set the time forward. Never mind. Okay, interesting decision. Not the decision I would have made, but still a respectable one for sure. Okay, Treasure of Jaxie Ruins. Ruin Seed. Okay. I would go do... what would I do? I think I would do... See, it's tough. Even when I have time to sit and think, it's tough. Talkatoo percent, right? Because he doesn't have time to sit and think like I do. He can just go do it. He has to just go do it, rather. He has to make a decision. I'm thinking I would want to go to Sphinx's Treasure Vault, then Jaxie, then take the seed back to town. And that's just because I'm in my head, I'm trying to make a loop. Generally, when you want to route something, the best route has no intersections, no intersecting lines. You generally want like loops and loop-like shapes. You don't want intersecting routes. But that's assuming you don't have things like warping and the y-axis. This is a 3D game, so he's probably, more realistically, he probably wants to go do Jaxie first, Jaxie Ruins, and buy Jaxie, and then ride Jaxie over to Sphinx's Treasure Vault, and then I guess warp back to Jaxie Ruins or to the Ruins checkpoint, rather, the central checkpoint, and take the seed to town with him. Either way, he probably wants to finish off on the seed. And then, then the other two are kind of up for debate. Probably Jaxie Ruins first, and then Sphinx's Treasure Vault. Anyway, let's just see what he does. And you can see that this category, like, it's hard. It is a hard category. It's hard to know what the right thing to do is. I had time to sit there and really think about it, and I still didn't even really come to a decision. he has to make a decision right now. He has to come up with something. So, okay, he's going for Jaxie Ruins first. Probably the right call. I probably would have done this too. And then, yeah, he'll go to Sphinx's Treasure Vault, and then he'll warp back here, and then grab the seed. Or he'll warp to that first checkpoint that he got, rather. Okay, so he has 63 coins. Again, that's not important Talkatoo-wise. That's important for verification purposes. He should have 63 now. Yep, okay. Yep, and then he's going to warp to the Ruins checkpoint and take the seed back to town. $12.07, okay. Walk in the desert. Ice Cave Treasure, okay. And he's gonna get... He'll get the Plaza Seed first, and then he'll probably talk to Talkatoo again. And he has Ice Cave Treasure and... What else did he have? I've already forgotten. Ice Cave Treasure. It was something... Okay, Walk in the Desert, Ice Cave Treasure. That's okay. RNG, I guess. Both of those moons are pretty slow, but they kind of combo well, I guess. So. Rumble on the sandy floor. Ooh, okay. So, what I would do, I think... Actually, I think what I would do is I would go get Rumble, and then I would come out and I would talk to Talkatoo again. Because he's right there. Because I think the optimal route here is you do Rumble, then Walking the Desert, then Ice Cave Treasure. But if you're going to do Rumble first and pop right back out of the pipe, you might as well just talk to Talkatoo again. So. Or maybe he'll warp. Maybe he'll warp to Jaxie Ruins from here. Nope, he's going to come out. Yep. Good call. Wandering Cactus. Okay, so now it's... You would do... Interesting. You could warp and do Ice Cave Treasure, then ride Jaxie over to the Cactus, and then ride Jaxie over to Walking the Desert. Or you could go from here and do Walking the Desert, then Cactus, then roll yourself on over to Ice Cave Treasure. I'm not sure which one is faster. I'm leaning towards the first one there, so we'll see what he does. Yep, okay. Good call. That was my second instinct, though. My first instinct was not to do this, so... That shows he's got good instincts, I think. I think this is the right play here. Alright, that's 1207. And he has... Oh, come on. I wanted to see the coins. 343 coins still. 343 coins, and he's going to go to the Cactus. Okay, so creating the ruins inside a block is a hard place. Top of the stone archway. So I think the play would be Stone Archway, then Crate in the Ruins, and then you take the Bullet Bill over and drop out of it to do Block is a Hard Place. My other idea was Stone Archway, then Block is a Hard Place, then go up and do Crate in the Ruins. But going up is generally slower than going down. Gravity is really fast. So I think the first idea is better there. So let's see what Harcos does. Yeah. We'll see. I have a feeling he's going to do the first idea. Yeah, okay. So he's going for Crate in the Ruins first, which is a good call. I think... So this route, one might argue, is worse because it has to loop around and come back on itself, right? But that's only if you're thinking two-dimensionally. We have to go down from here, right? And it's faster to go down than to go up. So three-dimensionally, this is the better route. Yeah, so even though he technically went backwards, right? His displacement ended up coming backwards. He still made a better choice, I think, because gravity brings you down quicker than Mario can climb up. Okay, overlooking the desert town, sick. Employees only, alright. Okay. Invisible maze. Okay, so, I mean, obviously here he'll get over the desert, overlooking the desert town. Maybe he'll talk to Talkatoo again from there, and then he'll go get employees only, and then he'll warp out, and he'll do his last 2 moons. That's what I would do, I think. Actually, he should grab the bird now. He should stick Cappy out and try to grab the bird. Just in case. Okay, Alcove in the Ruins. Okay, I would have grabbed the bird just in case, but that's kind of a super YOLO play. I don't mean collect the moon, but just like hit the bird. So in case Cappy or Talkatoo gives you the bird moon, you can just go get it. But it's super YOLO. It's probably not worth it. So anyway, what did he have? Overlooking the desert town. Alcove. Okay, so now he should go and do employees only, and then Alcove, and then he can take a bullet bill over to Invisible Maze. Or he can come back and gamble to try to get a quicker moon, but I don't think that's worth it. I think he's already gotten a lot of fast moons, and he's more likely than not going to get slower moons from here on out, just because the fast moons are already taken. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to see him talk to Talkatoo again. Okay, or we will. He's going to gamble for one more quick moon. I mean, he is on incredible pace right now, so... Yeah, okay, so that didn't pay off for him. So the safer choice would have been to just warp right out from employees only. But he felt like taking a gamble, which I respect. You know, he's on great pace, so he's got time to spare. Yeah, and now he should go take the bullet bill. Yep. So this is, yeah, I mean, this is basically how I study Talkatoo %. I just kind of pause and I route it myself, and then I see if my route matches up with the runner's route. Okay, he is doing this sub area faster than I do it, for sure, for sure. I mean, this is why he has a 135 and I have a 141. So just these little movement things add up, for sure. Yep, he goes wooded first. Good choice. So I used to think lake first versus wooded first didn't matter. I just used to think it was preference, but there is actually valid reason to do wooded first. The hint arts, you don't want to be going for hint arts ideally. You want to just not have to get them. But if you do have to get a hint art, if you go to wooded first, then the Wooded Kingdom hint art will... The Wooded Kingdom painting, the painting in Wooded Kingdom, will bring you to Sand Kingdom, which is also where Wooded Kingdom hint art is. And then later on, Metro Kingdom hint art is in Lake, and the painting in Metro Kingdom will bring you to Lake. So if you go to wooded first, it sets the paintings up better for the hint arts. Not that in an ideal world you really don't want to go for the hint arts, but still. Anyway, let's see what he gets here. Nut at the dead end. Climb the cliff to get to the nut. Flower Road Reach. Okay, nut at the dead end. Climb the cliff to get to the nut. Flower Road Reach. I wonder. Part of me says, go do nut at the dead end, get the piranha plant, fight Spewart, then go up and do Flower Road Reach, and then on your way back down to Talkatoo, climb the cliff to get to the nut. That's what part of me thinks, but I think a better plan, possibly a more risky plan, but maybe a better plan, might be to go climb the cliff to get to the nut first, then nut at the dead end, and the Piranha Moon, and then go back to Talkatoo and see what else you can get. So we'll see which one he does. I think that's the riskier play, but I think it has the potential to have more payoff, because you could potentially get more fast moons before having to fight Spewart and go to the top half of the map. So it might be worth considering that plan. Generally, the game plan in Wooded Kingdom is to kind of rush Spewart, but also grab as many moons on the way to him as possible. So if you end up grabbing 3 moons and that puts you right outside Spewart, you can just go back down to Talkatoo and see what else you get and make a decision from there. Okay, so he is going for nut at the dead end first. Still 1207. Still 358 coins. Now he's at 361 coins. Yahoo! This is AzHarcos's patented janky Flower Road skip. No, dude. No. Dude, you gotta learn the roll cancel method. Or just don't do Flower Road skip. It doesn't save that much time. It's really like, in Talkatoo %, it's really like not even worth it, honestly. It saves like 2 seconds. Like, and it costs you like 15 if you die or more. How much did that cost him? Okay. So he starts... Okay. So from here, from gaining control of Mario, it's 1821. Sad face. He just lost 19 seconds because he failed Flower Road skip. Flower Road skip saves like 2 seconds if you do the fast. I think the method that he does doesn't even save time. I don't think it does, because the fastest method of Flower Road skip saves like 2 seconds. So it's honestly, AzHarcos, it's more worth it for you to just not go for Flower Road skip if you're going to do that method, in my opinion. But, you know, swag, style points, I get it. It feels really lame to take the Flower Road, so... But I recommend learning the roll cancel method if you really want to do it. Okay, yep, gonna do the tower skip. This is something everyone who's running Talkatoo should learn this. It's very easy. once you've grinded it out for a bit. Alright, I don't need to watch him fight Spirit. He's gonna end with how many coins? 373 coins. Okay. I should have 373 here, and he should be going for climb the cliff to get to the nut, or no, he should do Flower Road Reach and then get climb the cliff to get to the nut on the way down. That's what I would do. Yep, so he's 373 still, so no obvious place. Oh, you hate that. Dropped input. That's the worst. Okay. You gonna grab the hint art? Okay. Oh, okay. Cheeky. He goes for the hint art, and then he just kind of climbs his way up. Yeah. I wonder if that's faster than how I do it. I'll usually do 3 shots and make like a little alcove that you can wall jump up, but that might be faster. Yep, and he's gonna do Flower Road Reach first. That was faster than what I do, but what I do looks cooler, so. I do like a roll cancel turnaround thing. It's definitely slower than what Harcos does, though. Yep, he's going for climb the cliff to get to the nut, and then he'll go down to Talkatoo. And hopefully, he gets nothing but overworld moons for the rest. Now, I know he doesn't because I saw the thumbnail of the video. He was in the deep woods, but... Spinning platforms treasure. Over the cliff's edge. Nut that grew on a tall fence. Okay. So I would do... I guess I would do tall fence, then spinning platforms treasure, then over the cliff's edge. And then you could warp back to Talkatoo, or you could take the tunnel if you want to be cool, you want to be swag, you take the warp pipe, and you go and you get the checkpoint. What's like the charging station checkpoint, and then drop down to Talkatoo. Probably not worth it. If you're playing really conservative, you can do that, but it's probably not worth it. He probably would just warp from there. But let's see what he does. Yep, okay. He's gonna do tall fence first. And then he'll go spinning platforms treasure. No, dude. No. Okay, there's no deep woods down here, but... Oh, that would have been so sick. He tried to back it up with the landing down there where he had a moon. That was the spot where his other moon was. That would have been a sick backup. So that's 2 deaths so far, and this is a 135 world record. So it just goes to show that like this category, there's still so much time to be saved just from like good execution, and so much of the time save at a high level play is coming from good decision making and good RNG, of course. Okay, 1227 or 1207. I want to see his coin count. It's not going to show it. That's fine, I guess. We don't need to see his coin count every single time. Yeah, and he's going to come down and he's going to get... over the cliff's edge. Still at 1207. Yeah, he's taking the pipe. I love it. Okay, he's going to grab the checkpoint. It's debatable whether or not this is worth it. There's only a couple moons that really benefit from this checkpoint, but it's still nice to have. And it's right by Talkatoo, so it's like you might as well do it. Nut in the Red Maze. Shopping. Fire in the cave. Okay. Interesting. I wonder, does he go get fire in the cave and then climb up to Nut in the Red Maze, or does he warp to the top of the map and drop down to Red Maze and then drop down to fire in the cave, and then he's got to get shopping at some point, which I guess I would do that last. I would warp to the Odyssey from wherever he is at the end. I would warp to the Odyssey, grab shopping, and then go back to Talkatoo. Or actually, this has been timed. My buddy GamePro timed this. It's faster to run to the shop from Talkatoo than it is to warp to the Odyssey and roll there. So he could run right from here to the shop by the moon, then warp to the top of the map, drop down, get Nut in the Red Maze, and then drop down and get fire in the cave, and then roll back to Talkatoo from there. That might be the fastest thing to do here, but let's see what he does. Okay, so he's going with like my first instinct. He's going to climb up, which is a respectable choice. But something to remember in Talkatoo, it's generally faster to fall down than to climb up. So if you can warp to the top of the map and drop down somewhere, it's usually faster. So yeah, I probably would have rolled to the shop and then warped to the top of the map and dropped down for these moons. But this was my first instinct. So, you know, if I hadn't had time to sit and think about it, I don't know if I would have come up with that plan. I think I probably would have just done the same thing that Harcos is doing. Because again, remember, like, I have time to sit and ponder and pause the game and think about it. He's got to make these split-second decisions while he's playing. Yeah, he's going to warp to the shop. You know. And this route probably isn't much slower than the optimal route. This is still very respectable. So, like, we're talking a difference of seconds here, maybe. Okay, so he only needs 3 more. So that's another thing worth mentioning. He's been doing very good about minimizing his trips to Talkatoo. He's getting, like, if you go to Talkatoo and you grab 3 moons, you're getting the maximum value out of that trip to Talkatoo, right? And so he's setting himself up to get the most value he can out of all these trips, rather than coming back for just 1 or 2 moons each time. You know what I'm saying? Nut around the corner. Nice. By the Babbling Brook in the Deep Woods. Yikes. Nut planted in the tower. Okay, so I think what I would do is I would do Nut around the corner, then I would warp to the top of the map and grab the story moon, and then I would finish off by going and getting Nut planted in the tower and warp back to the Odyssey. I don't think he's gotten the story moon yet. No, he hasn't. I definitely would remember that. Or he could go from here back to Talkatoo and get 1 more moon. Yeah, that's the play. He's going to see if he can get 1 more moon that's faster than what he's got. Love in the Forest Ruins. Okay, so I think what I would do is I would do Love in the Forest Ruins, or no, I would do Nut planted in the tower. I would warp to the top of the map and go do that. And then I would warp back and do Love in the Forest Ruins and then drop down to the Odyssey from there. Okay, he's going to do Love in the Forest Ruins first. Which, to be fair, was my... Okay, no, he's okay, he is. Yeah, to be fair, this was my first instinct. It was only because I had more time to think that I came up with what I think is a better idea than this. Because you also, like, if you can, you want to minimize warps. Like, my route that I came up with is basically the same as this, except with 1 less warp in it, I believe. Because you're just dropping down from here to the Odyssey. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if Nut Planted in the Tower is faster than the Story Moon here. Because you have to go kind of out of your way. It probably is. Yeah, he's going for it. Yeah, no, I think this is the right play. The Story Moon is really slow. Lots of cutscenes that you can't skip. Okay, so that's interesting, because I remember seeing the thumbnail of the video. I thought he was in the Deep Woods. I must have been mistaken. Okay, all his moons have still been on 1207. His coin count is 541. Coin count... 541. Well, he didn't grab any incorrect moons there. No splicing. Let's see what happens in Lake. I think all around he made some good decisions. Very good decisions in just in general so far. I haven't seen any decisions that I disagree with. I think some of his routing can be optimized a little bit. Like, I'm coming up with, I think, slightly better ideas in some cases, but that's benefit of the doubt. Like, I just have more time to think than he does. Because I can pause it like this. Okay, Dory Backrider. Oh, bodied. Unzip the Chasm. No, dude, move to the other side of Talkatoo. There you go. From the Broken Pillar. Okay, so here's Dory Backrider, Broken Pillar, Unzip the Chasm. Okay, so he should go out right now and get Broken Pillar, because I think Dory's going to be on the other side of the lake by now, so he should at least spawn the Broken Pillar moon and then go get Dory. Just get these 2 moons. It's, you know, I don't need to break this down to the nitty gritty. It's 2 moons. They're right outside of here. He should just go get those. And he should ignore Unzip the Chasm because it's really slow. Yeah, okay, so Broken Pillar first, then Dory. Because Dory is on the other side of the lake, as I thought. Yep. This is, I think, the only moon in the game where you can move your camera during the moon get animation. Alright, we're still on 1207. Okay, he's gonna warp back. Interesting. I think I would have just swam back. Or I would have gone up and gotten the Rango checkpoint. Did he get the Rango checkpoint? He likes to not do that. I wasn't paying attention. No, he doesn't get the Rango checkpoint. Yeah, he believes it's a waste of time. I don't. I disagree there. I like to grab the Rango checkpoint on the way to Talkatoo, because I almost always end up using it. But so far, he has a better lake than me, so what do I know? Still at 542. Moon shards in the lake. Taking notes in the cliffside. And he still has Unzip the Chasm. This sucks. This frankly sucks. I guess I would do moon shards. I would grab, you know, I would go up and I would grab that moon shard up on the right and then go do the cliff, taking notes in the cliff, and then grab the moon shards. Yeah, this is a mess. You basically grab the notes in the cliffside while also grabbing the moon shards. Yeah. He's not going to be saving time here. This is, okay, he's doing the, shards in not the order I would do them in. I would have started with the one on the right first. He's going like the one in the middle and the one on the left. Yeah, I don't agree with this shards order, because he could be doing cliffside and then drop from cliffside down to here. Yeah, see, he's going to go up and do the notes now. If he had started with this shard, he could have gone up into the warp pipe up there, into the 2D section, and done the notes moon and grabbed it, and then left, and it would have dropped him out like right above the next shard. And so I think he just did the shards in the wrong order, but Okay, but at least he didn't go for the moon first. Like, he's grabbing this moon, and then he's gonna get the Notes moon on the way back to Talkatoo. Okay. This might be faster. Yeah, he's gonna... Okay. I agree with that decision. That's probably faster than swimming all the way back. Alright, end of the hidden passage. That's good. Okay. See, what I would have done is I would have had the Rango checkpoint. I would have warped to Rango, fought him, and then my last moon would have been end of the hidden passage, and I would have gone back to the Odyssey, or warped back to the Odyssey from there. So basically use Rango to cutscene warp you back to the Odyssey, and then from there just do like any percent movement to hidden passage. I think a lot of people forget that you can grab moons after Rango. You can use him to kind of warp you to the other side. But Harcos actually didn't have the Rango checkpoint, so he really couldn't take advantage of that. And this is why I'm always going to advocate for grabbing the Rango checkpoint at the beginning. Rango, I think on average, if you average his triple moon, it's like 17 seconds per moon or something. It's very fast. So you almost always want to be going for him. So you want to grab the Rango checkpoint too. The other thing too, and he did mention this to me, Harcos mentioned he forgot to take advantage of a moon slot. And what he meant by that is just there, he could have gotten one more moon from Talkatoo, but he stopped after he saw a hidden passage. Which, like, sometimes that's a good choice, you know? That's a fast moon. So it's like, why waste your time talking to him? Yeah, see, he's gonna swim over to Rango now. But it's like, why waste your... Yeah. You could have already had this checkpoint. No. Why waste your time talking to Talkatoo if you know you only need one more moon and he's already given you a fast moon? But he could have also gotten on the lakeshore, which would have been even faster than hidden passage. So I think in this case, he definitely should have talked to Talkatoo one more time and gotten one more moon. It probably wouldn't have paid off, but it only costs about 3 seconds, or like 2.5 seconds to get one more moon, so... But yeah, basically, concluding thoughts on Lake Kingdom here. I would have warped from Talkatoo up to Rango, fought Rango, and then I would have gone and gotten Hidden Passage. And then I would have warped back to the Odyssey. But this is still a decent lake, you know, for the RNG that he got. He's looking at like a 530 something here, which isn't great, but he got kind of shafted in the middle. He got some really bad RNG. So this is respectable for sure. Ooh, okay. That is an aggressive line. I like it. Peeking out from under the bridge. Inside the stone cage. Cave gardening. Okay. I think I would do cave gardening and then go back to Talkatoo probably, because he's right there, and see what else we got. If he decides not to go back to Talkatoo, I think the play is cave gardening, go trigger Klepto, get stone cage, and then get under the bridge, and be careful not to die, and then climb back up to Talkatoo. But we'll see what he does. I think he's most likely just going to get cave gardening and then come right back here. There are 10 moons required to leave his kingdom, so it's okay to grab one moon and then go back to Talkatoo, because now you need 9 more, and that's a multiple of 3, and Talkatoo gives you 3 moons at a time. So, okay, shopping. So, interesting. This doesn't combo super well together. I guess what I would do is I would go do shopping first. I would climb up, do shopping, grab the checkpoint, and then I would drop down and I would trigger Klepto and do the stone cage, and then do the under the bridge, and then I guess death warping is probably faster at that point than climbing back up. Let's see what he does. Okay, so it sounds like so far we're in agreement. He's gonna go do shopping first. He might talk to Talkatoo after shopping. I don't know if I would agree with that play, because I think you want to try to keep it so you're getting 3 moons at a time from Talkatoo, and you don't want to mess that up. If you can avoid it, because then you're getting less value out of your trip. Okay, but he goes back. That's fine. Twist and turn up treasure. Okay, so that's looming over his head now. That is the hardest moon in the kingdom and the second slowest one. Even if you're doing the hard strats, it's a pretty slow one. Maybe it's the 3rd or 4th slowest, actually. Sorry. I think Captain Toad and shopping and shards might all be slower. Okay, he's gonna death warp. Interesting. Okay, so I wonder what I would do now is I would grab Glydon and bring it down to Talkatoo with me, and then see if I can collect 3 moons like with Glydon. Like I would grab 2 moons and then soar over and do TNT Dram with Glydon. Let's see what happens. Yep, he's gonna grab Glydon. Inside the Rising Stone Pillar. Over the fuzzies above the swamp. Okay. I think the play is you take Glydon, you soar yourself over to trigger Klepto, get inside the Rising Stone Pillar, soar yourself over to the other moon. What was it? Over the fuzzies above the swamp. And then from there you soar over and do TNT Dram. Yep. Interesting. So you don't actually have to land on that square to trigger Klepto. Good to know. Yep, he's gonna go do above the swamp. Oh, the camera sucks. He might die. Okay, I respect that choice. I think he was afraid of dying there. Yeah, so he's like, I'd rather grab the moon than try to save the situation here. The camera absolutely sucks. Like, you have no control of the camera when you're soaring as Glydon. Top of propeller pillar. Wrecked rock block. Okay, so again, I think I would take Glydon. How many moons does he have left, actually? Okay, no, I respect this decision. He's gonna do propeller pillar, and then the other one. The one that wasn't TNT Dram. I already forget. Over the cliff's edge. Let me go back and check for verification purposes. Propeller pillar. Wrecked rock block. Okay, so he's noticed that he has 4 remaining moons, right? So he's like, I'm gonna see if I can get away without even doing TNT Dram. Because not only is it really hard, but it's also pretty slow. So if he can avoid doing it, that's kind of a win-win. So now he only needs 2 more moons from Talkatoo, and he has 2 slots open, so kind of works out perfectly. So this isn't like optimal routing in this kingdom, I don't think, but it's respectable for sure. On a tree in the swamp. Moon shards. Okay, so he's gonna make a decision here. I think he's gonna decide to do tree in the swamp and then moon shards. Or probably the better choice is tree in the swamp and then warp back up and grab Glydon and do TNT Dram. Or unfortunately, what he's probably gonna do is maybe go back for 1 more moon from Talkatoo, which at this point is really eating into his time, all these extra trips to Talkatoo. So, but I feel like in this situation, I would be very tempted to do that. I would be like, I'm just going to go warp back and see what I can get. Or just long jump back. Yeah, he's going to go back to Talkatoo. Yeah, this is a tough situation. I respect this decision, but it's probably not the best one. enjoying the view. Yeah, he's like, he just really doesn't want to have to warp somewhere. So, but this paid off. This is faster than TNT Drem, and it's faster than Shards. So this ended up being the best play that he could have made. But he very easily could have gotten shafted with like Captain Toad or something. So, like, he really... Where's he going? Oh, okay, he's just going back. City Garden Plaza Planter, nice. City Hall Lost and Found, nice, nice. Remotely captured car. Okay, so I think I would plant the seed. I might even go plant the building planter just because I'm kind of YOLO when it comes to this Metro seeds. Optimally, probably don't plant that seed, but what you could do is plant the Plaza Planter and the building planter. Set your clock forward, and then do remotely captured car, and try to keep your camera on the seed if you can. I don't know if that's really realistic, because he's probably going to be doing scooter clip. Either way, I don't think it's really realistic to keep your camera on the Plaza Planter while you're doing that, but you want to try so you could give the seed time to grow. And then you go over and you grab the seed and you go back to Talkatoo. Yeah, let's see what he does. Nice, nice. Okay, yep, he's playing smarter than I would. I think this is a better decision. I think my decision is more YOLO. I say go plant the building seed too, just in case you get it later. But like, it's obviously that's a bigger gamble than just not doing that. It's a pretty YOLO strat. Okay, so he still has City Gardening Plaza Planter. Or, he still has City Hall Lost and Found, rather. Left of the cafe. Inside the rotating maze. Ugh, that one sucks. But you kind of, in Metro, you kind of just want to get those bad ones over with, because you don't want to carry a dead slot with you. So I think I would go do that one inside the rotating maze. Then I would warp and do City Hall. And then I would drop down to the bottom of City Hall and leave out the building and go to left of the cafe. And then I would talk to Pauline and grab the drummer. Start getting the musicians going. Yeah, so I have a strong feeling that's exactly what he's going to do. No. Oh, okay. Right. He's got the smart strats. Okay, I gotta learn this. I don't know how to do these clips here. This is it's still not super fast. Like, this is still a very slow moon, but it's definitely faster than how I do it. Like, he probably just saved like 10 to 15 seconds over how I do it. I don't do those clips. Alright, yep. Now he's gonna warp, and he's gonna do City Hall. Mm-hmm. And he had 506 and 1 regional. 506 and 1 regional. All right, now... Okay, I mean, I would have just dropped down, I think. This might be faster, though. Yeah, you could have dropped down and then exited out the bottom of the building and then you just like roll cancel left and come right over here. But warping probably was faster. And then, yeah, he's gonna talk to Pauline and get the drummer. Uh-oh. Getting some wonkiness with OBS. Alright, and I'm back after some technical difficulties. OBS froze up on me, so I needed to check, make sure the recording was still intact. I guess we're ready to go, though. Rewiring the neighborhood. Taking notes in the private room. Who piled garbage on this? Okay. Yeah, so I already agree with this decision. I would do who piled garbage into private room, and then I would do rewiring the neighborhood, I guess, from there. Yeah, I think that's the play. The other, alternatively, I might go back to Talkatoo, but I don't think that's smart. I think I would just go get these 3 moons and come back. But he's also trying to think right now, how can I route the musicians in? In Day Metro, it's kind of the same deal as Wooded Kingdom, where you're rushing Spewart, but trying to get moons on the way. In Day Metro, you're kind of rushing the musicians, but trying to grab moons nearby them. Like you want to kind of rush Pauline, basically, like get her as soon as possible, and then grab the musicians while also like route the musicians into your combos, basically. And you want to get all 4 of them, I think, before you leave. I think if you didn't grab all 4, you're doing something wrong. But anyway, let's see what AzHarcos does here. He's going to go right for garbage, which is a good call. And then I think he'll go right down to private room. He might go back to Talkatoo. I could respect that decision. But I think... Yeah, I was going to say, I think the better choice is to just go right to private room. Because otherwise, you're getting little value out of a longer trip to Talkatoo, right? You're only getting 1 more moon, and it costs you more than it normally would have to get that moon from Talkatoo. So, yeah, and then from here, he can warp to cut down on loading zones, right? He's just going to warp right from here. Oh, okay, or not. Is he going back to Talkatoo? Interesting. Yeah, he's going to go right back to Talkatoo, I guess. I would have warped and done rewiring the neighborhood. Sharpshooting under siege. Secret girder tunnel. Okay. I think... Call me crazy. I see he's going for secret girder tunnel. I think I would do sharpshooting under siege and then do rewiring the neighborhood and then warp from there to the Odyssey and grab secret girder tunnel on the way back to Talkatoo. Now, I do not have the world record in this category, and Metro is a kingdom that I really struggle with. So it's possible that my goals, my strategies aren't as good as I think they are. Like in this case, I'm trying to minimize trips to Talkatoo at all costs, and maybe that's not the play in Metro. There's a lot of sub areas here, which means you're very likely to have a dead slot on you at all times. And maybe AzHarcos is more willing to try to gamble for combos than I am, and maybe that'll pay off for him. I'm not sure, but I think in general, it's worth considering his decisions here over mine. Like, in other words, I don't know what I'm talking about, so take my ideas with a grain of salt. I am not the world record holder. Yeah, he's just gonna get that one over with. Okay, so the reasoning is probably that is a very quick moon It's right next to Talkatoo. Let me just go get that over with, and I'll come back, and I'll see if I can get a sub-area combo now. And he's got 2 sub-area moons in different sub-areas, so he's twice as likely to get some kind of sub-area combo than he normally would be, right? So... shopping, okay. I guess the play would be shopping. Is he gonna go shopping and then come back and keep gambling, maybe? Or he could do shopping and then, like, I mean, he might, quote unquote, come to his senses. He might just go do shopping and then do moon shards and then do rewiring. I don't know. This is a really tough batch of moons to route. Metro sucks, dude. I hate Metro Kingdom. You just end up getting screwed. There's so many sub areas, so you'll end up getting like 1 moon from every single sub area, and you end up with like a 20-minute Metro. That's ridiculous. Okay, shopping. Yep, where does he go from here? Is he gonna go to shards or back to Talkatoo? Yeah, he's going back to Talkatoo. He's playing ballsy. He's gambling. High over the crowd. Yeah, see, now he's got 1 moon from 3 different sub areas. Oh, but he still has 3 musicians left. So he's... yeah, I mean, this RNG really sucks, and he's trying to make the best of what he's got here. He might be trying to get away with just kind of using the musicians as a crutch to deal with the bad RNG. Yeah, he's gonna... I like that decision, by the way, to use the musician to warp yourself to City Hall. That's very smart, and that's something everyone should be doing, I think. Like, just take advantage of those cutscene warps. Use that in your routing in Metro. Like, keep in mind that the musicians will always warp you to the same spot, so you can use that as your... as a tool in your routing toolbox. Okay, back to Talkatoo. Bench friends. Okay. I guess what I might do here, if I'm playing AzHarcos's gambly style here, and I'm ignoring those sub-area moons, I think I would do bench friends, and then I would go up and get the trumpeter from here. And then go back to Talkatoo. No, okay, he's going back to Talkatoo. That's fine. That's respectable, too. These bigger kingdoms, like Metro, are very hard to route. Girder Sandwich. Dude, he's kind of getting saved here. He keeps getting... he's gambling, right? He's going to Talkatoo for 1 moon at a time, which is not ideal at all. It's really not advised. But he's getting saved by these fast moons. He should go either for bassist or trumpeter here. Yeah, he's gonna go for the bassist. And then he can get 1 more moon and trumpeter, and he's good. Grab the checkpoint, of course. Because if his last moon is the park moon, he can just warp right to that checkpoint. Okay, so this, I'm looking down at a split time now, and we're going into 12 minutes. So this isn't a great Metro. It's like a mediocre one, but that's entirely due to this garbage RNG he's got at the end here. Off the beaten wire. Ooh, okay. He can combo that with rewiring the neighborhood. What is he doing, though? Is he going for a musician? He's doing moon shards? Really? Okay. I don't know, man. I don't agree with this decision. And he's missing... where are you going? You missed one. Does you know something I don't, Harcos? Is he gonna shoot the first one from the tank? Maybe I'm doing the sub area wrong. No! No! This isn't the right one, is it? Oh, wait a second. Maybe it is. I thought he had moon shards. I need to go back, man. Sharpshooting. Secret Girder, and he already has rewiring in his queue. Okay, well, I think he should have gotten sharpshooting a long time ago then. Sharpshooting's not that bad. Like, it's faster than moon shards. Off the beaten wire. So I would do off the beaten wire plus rewiring the neighborhood. I think that's just the fastest thing to do here. But he goes and he's like, nah, man, I'm gonna do sharpshooting and a musician, maybe? He still has one more musician. He's still got trumpeter. I don't know if I agree with this routing. Yeah, so he goes for the musician. I just want to check something, see if I'm going crazy here. 13-minute metro is not bad. I was thinking 11 minutes was good. No, 13 minutes is pretty good. Still, like that metro could have been routed a lot better, I believe. But also I thought my best metro was like a low 11. I think that's just my day metro though. I think including night metro, 13, 40 something, 50 something here is very respectable. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm conflicted about that metro. He made some decisions that I definitely wouldn't have made. He was very comfortable just keeping those dead slots with him and trying to gamble for combos. I generally don't like to do that, but he ended up with about the same time that I would have gotten, so maybe it doesn't matter. All right, he got moon shards, shining behind Snowy Mountain. Okay, I know Harcos. He likes to not grab purple coins at all, which is fine. I think I used to believe you always wanted to be grabbing purple coins in Snow Kingdom because you most likely would have to do the Alpha Door. Recently, Harcos and GamePro and I have been timing moons and making a spreadsheet, and we've actually found that it's faster to go fight Rango than it is to go into the outfit room usually. So it's kind of a respectable choice to not be grabbing purples. It never works out for me. But if you're like in YOLO mode, you can just choose to skip purples here, which so far he's been doing. So where was I? So I would go do Shining, and then I would try to clip. I would try to do the moon clip and go right into behind Snowy Mountain. We'll see what he does. Okay. Okay, no clip. That's fine. The clip would only save like a second or two. Okay, he's gonna go down again. He's avoiding Snowy Mountain entrance. Okay, okay. I would have just gone and done Snowy Mountain and tried to combo entrance with something better, like treasure chest or something. But he's got a faster snow than me, like by far. Like my best snow is like a high 6 minute. His is a low 6 minute, so maybe he knows something I don't. Treasure in the ice wall. He has treasure in the ice wall. I thought he had slip behind the ice this whole time. I'm gonna edit all that out because that's embarrassing. I just watched this, and the whole time I'm sitting here talking about the risk versus reward of like going for purple coins and how Harcos is like a gambler here by not grabbing purples. And then I thought he got both the Alpha Door moons, but he didn't. I just am tripping balls, I guess. So all that was for nothing. I had totally thought he was going for a different moon than he really was, and I was so confused when he grabbed this moon. That makes a lot more sense. So yeah, anyway, Harcos, he likes to not grab purples here, and it usually pays off for him, and I'm jealous because it never works for me. He's already got one purple coin Alpha Door moon in his queue. Ice dodging Goomba stack. Okay, he's gonna go right for that. He's avoiding behind Snowy Mountain. He's probably trying to decide if he's gonna have to fight Rango or not, and he doesn't want to go in there until he knows. Yeah, Snow Kingdom is basically like hope and pray you don't have to fight Rango or go into the outfit door. If you can get away without having to do either of those, you have a really good snow. Otherwise, it's basically the same snow every time. You're just kind of doing it in a slightly different order. Like, there's only like 15 moons here, and you need 10, and like 4 of those moons are story moons. So like, you're basically doing the same Snow Kingdom every time. Okay, he's got a Blustery Arch, and he still has Behind Snowy Mountain and Moon Shards in the Cold Room. So, okay, he's gonna do this. He'll get the Story Moon too, obviously. And then he's gonna see what else he gets. Ideally... Oh no, he's already gotten all the other Story Moons, so he can't rely on another Story Moon combo. His only other Story Moon combo would be the one he already has in his queue, Behind Snowy Mountain plus Rango, which is not fast. So, okay, Speedy Spiny. Very nice. Okay, so he's gonna go back, talk to Talkatoo, see if he can get 2 more really quick moons. 1 at a time, of course, because he already has 2 moons in his queue. So he's gonna try to get like shopping and treasure chests, maybe. Shopping, okay, that's good. He'll take that for sure. And then he'll go back for 1 more. And hopefully it is treasure chest. Captain Toad would do too. Slip behind the ice. No, dude. Okay, he's gonna go to Behind Snowy Mountain, which is better than having to fight Rango, but it's still less than ideal. This is one of the slowest moons in the kingdom. Okay, but he's still looking at a mid-6, so that's really good. So, like, I guess his gambling paid off for him. Let's see, what's my best here? Yeah, 629 is my gold here. And he's getting a 627. So literally take everything I just said about his routing and his decision making and toss it into the garbage, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. He clearly knows better than me. He's 2 seconds faster than my gold. And that was like, his gold is like, was like a 6 flat or something. Like, my gold is 2 seconds slower than what he just got casually there. Okay, he goes right for Talkatoo. Interesting. I like to go for the Stone Pillar Seal first. Moon Shards. Oh, no, dude. Ride the jet stream. Good job, Captain Toad. Okay, pause. I think what I would do is I would have already had the first 2 seals by now, so I guess I would start out with those. What did he have? Ride the jet stream and Captain Toad. I would basically, I think, do a lap around the kingdom and grab all the story moons, and on the way back, so I would go get the 4 seals, right? And on the way to, I'd basically do world peace movement, except I would get Captain Toad before I get the canyon seal. And then after I've gotten all the seals, oh no, you can't do that. You can't go back to Talkatoo. If you spawn Mollusk Lancer, Talkatoo won't talk to you anymore. He'll be scared of Mollusk Lancer. So I guess you would want to leave at least 1 seal open. I don't know. Let's just see what he does. I'm curious here. I'm getting far enough into the run that my brain is starting to shut down on me. So I'm just going to watch. He goes ride the jet stream first. Okay. That's pretty smart, actually. because he can go back to Talkatoo and try to get one more, and then he can go around the kingdom and just do like world peace movement while grabbing his last 2 moons. Those moon shards in the sea, he's not going to want to waste his time with that. He's going to go for world peace. Like, he's just going to nope out. Shopping. Nice, dude. Okay, we'll go shopping. And then he can get Captain Toad while he does the 4 Pillar Seals and Mollusk Lancer. Knowing Harcos, though, he's going to go back to Talkatoo and try to gamble and see what he gets. And then he'll decide, nah, it's not worth it. I'm going to go fight Mollusk Lancer. No? Okay, smart. Good. Yeah, he's going to go do the seals now. So we're going to see some world peace movement. Yeah, okay, so he's going into the final seal here. He's going to want to get Captain Toad first. Can you climb up this wall? I know you can climb up this wall, but Koopa free runners do it. And then from here, yeah, you can go up to Captain Toad. Very nice, very nice. I'm not sure exactly where the lip is on the wall that you can climb up there with the Gushin, but I know that it's possible because I see the Koopa free runners do it. So. So he didn't get the fastest Mollusk Lancer cycle. Mollusk got away from him at the end there, but still, good fight. Definitely the best choice here, I think, was to do world peace. Moon shards in the sea is really slow, and it would have been a dead slot for him the entire time, and that's just no fun. It just doesn't pay off. So I think he made the best choice here, going for world peace. I think I've kind of become enlightened to how good world peace is in Seaside lately. It's usually the best play. All right, so we're into Luncheon. This is the last really RNG heavy kingdom, and this is where runs go to die. So let's see. Piled on the salt. Light the lantern on a small island. Taking notes, swimming in magma. Okay, so I would do... I think I would go right for light the lantern and taking notes. And then I would warp back to the Odyssey and get piled on the salt and go back to Talkatoo. And of course, grab this story moon over here. Which is necessary for light the lantern. Alright, then he's gonna go light the lantern. Yep. And then he'll go to taking notes. He's playing this pretty conservative. I know you can do this faster, but I don't blame him. I also like to take that nice and slow. It's very easy to miss a note and screw yourself there. Okay, grabs that checkpoint. Yep. Warp back, piled on the salts, and then warp back to Talkatoo. Will he go for salt pile triple? Yes, no, he won't. Okay, I respect that. You're this far into the run. I don't feel like it's a good call to go for stupid tricks that lose you more time than they save you. Especially, like, he's not used to salt pile triple from that specific point, right? You're used to that from, like, a specific setup. Love above the lava. Shopping. All the cracks are fixed. Okay, I would do shopping, warp to that far off island and do All the Cracks Are Fixed, and then warp to the Odyssey and do Love Above the Lava. So far, we're in agreement. Alright, he had 260 going in. He should have 160 coming. Oh, he goes back to Talkatoo. Okay. Luncheon Kingdom Timer Challenge 1. And that pays off for him. That combos really well with Love Above the Lava. So now I would warp and do All the Cracks Are Fixed, and then warp to the Odyssey and do Timer Challenge 1 and Love Above the Lava. Yeah, that is one of the most awkward moves in the game to do fast. Yeah, and then he's gonna do... Oh, he's doing Love Above the Lava first? He's not gonna do Timer Challenge first? Interesting. I guess this makes sense, because he probably would end up sitting there waiting for Cappy to come back to him. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would have done the Timer Challenge first. Personally. Even then, like, you could just drop down and grab Cappy. I don't know. That was respectable though. That was a difference of seconds probably. Maybe it was even faster than my idea. Like, it's up for debate. Crossing to the magma. Island of Floating Salt in the Lava. Atop a column in a row. Ooh, nice little any % combo. So yeah, you're gonna do column in a row into Island of Floating Salt, and then you would warp and do that other one, which was what again? Crossing to the magma, I think. Yeah. So you could either warp and do Crossing to the Magma right away, or you could kind of gamble and keep it in your queue and hope to get the other sub-area moon with it. I don't usually recommend that, but it is an option. And the good thing about this moon in Talkatoo is you don't really have to worry about setting up, like, manipulating that lava bubble there. Like in other categories, you're like doing a camera manip there. Yeah, he's gonna go right into, oh, he's gonna grab the checkpoint, and then he'll drop down into the sub area. I like that. That is smart. It's always good to have this checkpoint ready to go. Just like that Rango checkpoint in Lake. Ooh, fancy. Okay. I was gonna say, I wonder if he'll go for the other one on purpose. Sometimes a Talkatoo runner might decide to grab both sub-area moons on purpose, even if Talkatoo didn't give them both, just because it's faster to get that moon over with and not have to go back into the sub-area. But I think in that case, it made sense to not do that. So, Launching Kingdom slots. Overlooking a bunch of ingredients. Good combo. Taking notes, spinning athletics. Yeah, so I think the play here is you do overlooking slots, and then you could, depending on moon count. Yeah. I would do overlooking slots, and then I guess I would come back to Talkatoo, because you get 2 more shots at something faster. And then you would end, obviously, with the triple moon. Let's see what he does. I would also respect the decision to just go right to taking notes, spinning athletics, and not go back to Talkatoo for any more moons. but in this case, he probably... Oh my god, this is a fast luncheon. I just looked down at his split time. It's only 8 minutes right now, and he's like almost done. Like, holy crap, dude. Yeah, he's gonna go gamble for one more. He's got 2 shots to get a faster moon than spinning athletics. That's a good gamble. I would do that. That's smart. Surrounded by tall mountains. There you go. Magma Narrow Path. I honestly, I think the play there was just don't even talk for one more. Just go get surrounded by tall mountains and then do the triple moon. Oh, okay. Yep. I forgot you could go over the meat like that. I've never done that before. I would have roll canceled around the side of the meat. Yeah, I'm just realizing he got a lot of fast moons. He got some good any percent combos. You know, he got column in a row into floating salt island. He got light the lantern into notes. He got piled on the salt. He got timer challenge 1, love above the lava. Surrounded by tall mountains. Like, he got a lot of really good moons. Yeah, that is a fast luncheon. He's looking at like a 1025, 1030. And his gold is an 1106. And my gold is a what now? My gold is an 1116. Yeah. That, I mean, that's the fastest luncheon in the world, I think. I haven't seen BP's latest PB. BP's PB. I haven't seen BP's latest run. I don't know if he has a faster luncheon or not, but as far as I'm aware, that's the fastest luncheon Talkatoo in the world right there. Let's go, topper first, gang. Okay, real quick. Yeah, you want to ignore that checkpoint. That checkpoint is really awkward on the map. It's really close to this checkpoint, and it makes it really awkward to try to warp to Talkatoo. Taking notes in the folding screen, gross. Underground Jizo, that's fine. Dashing above the clouds. Oh, dude, that... I'm so mad. I'm mad for you, Harcos. That sucks. Okay, so the best play here is get Underground Jizo and then come back to Talkatoo. That blows. That sucks, dude. That's so rare. You only need 2 moons here. The odds of getting like 2 sub-area moons is really low. That sucks. Caught on the iron fence. Okay, at least he got like one of the fastest moons in the kingdom to make up for it. But having to like go out and get a moon and then warp back to Talkatoo and then go out and get one more moon is just such a time loss in this kingdom. Like, you really want to get both your moons in one fell swoop. He's looking at a 904 Bowser's. That's not that bad, actually. Definitely could have been worse. But still, that's like tilting RNG at the end there. Yeah, man. GG. GG. I think we're in a new era of Talkatoo. I think AzHarcos's and BP kind of came in and took this category by storm. It's a new era now. Sub 140 is here, definitively. Good shit, man. Good shit. I mean, this passes the verification. I had no doubt about that. And I think I learned quite a bit from watching this world record. Good stuff. I hope you keep running this category and pushing it lower. I'm excited to see where this category goes in the future. I think it's entering a new age for sure. All right, all right. One last thing. I'm just kind of sitting here reflecting, and you had, as your description says here, insane RNG. Like basically every single kingdom was like good to great RNG. The worst one I can think of was Metro, where you had those two dead slots with you for a while, but it ended up working out somehow. And then like Bowser's Kingdom, you kind of got shafted, but also like a 904 Bowser's is fine. It's pretty good. You know, like I get like a 904 Bowser's with good RNG because my movement isn't as good as yours, so it's definitely acceptable. Yeah, man. Great RNG, great play, great decision making. I really can't think of too many decisions that I disagreed with. And I think the ones that I did, it was like I had the luxury of being able to pause and kind of plan things out more than you did. But good shit, Harcos. Can't wait for your next world record. So don't keep me waiting too long. On that note, what do you guys think of AzHarcos's Talkatoo percent world record? What do you think of his routing, his RNG, his decision making, his execution? And what do you think of my assessments? What do you think of my ideas and my commentary? Let me know what I can do to improve as a commentator and an analyzer, I guess. And yeah, just I want to hear what you guys think. So feel free to let me know in the comments.